Hello, I'm Sophia Kay, and given the opportunity that I have just finished my new book, The Traps of Human Thought and Knowledge, I'm here to talk to you about the nature of our own thoughts and the ways they can actually sabotage and block us in our own expression towards the others, as well as our own destiny. Okay? Um, People do not realize that working with your own thoughts can be a very crucial and wonderful adventure. Besides, I'm Greek and I know very well what it means the inquiry of our own mind, which means using our mind in order to not just process our everyday life and just survive and get by. No, I'm not talking about that, but using our intellectual process and our own mind in order to go deep inside of us, understand who we are, locate and spot our weak points as well as our strong points, and understand why our thoughts end up becoming like crazy and actually blocking ourselves. I do not think that people are crazy, but the worlds that we have developed and created with the use of the mechanical aspect of our brain has actually blocked our capacities, and therefore the real evolution, which is an evolution of consciousness, has not fully taken place yet. There are a lot of people though, that start waking up and they see that there is something wrong with everything around them and with themselves. And this shows that there is actually hope. That's why I am here today, in the hope as well that my message will be able to reach to others out there, because now it's the time for people to come together and find each other, not just through social media, okay, but really in a physical level, to step into places where we're going to be together and work on these things and explore these things. So what is hidden in our own minds is a very strong tool, the tool of exploration. We do not only explore with boats and physically with our own bodies, explore new planets, planetary systems, new ways of life, a new territory on the earth, explore the jungle or the oceans. No, I'm not talking about that. The main and principal exploration has to do with our own nature and the capacities of our own consciousness. Okay? And our human mind can be a tool that we can use for that. I don't know if you are aware of the Socratic method of inquiry. This was a method that had to do with questioning and the fact that we are all in the process of remembering, which means that there is no real knowledge. Everything is there and needs to be revealed and appear. It needs to appear from a hidden um, level into a level where it's going to show itself. It's like the seed of a tree or a flower. In the beginning, nobody can see what this seed is going to give us. Okay? We really don't know. We have to water it, and from the moment we start taking care of it, this seed will appear outside in front of our eyes. And from the moment and while it was hidden in the darkness, now it appears in plain light. This is something that is knowledge. This is knowledge. It appears from a hidden dark level, and the light comes and it calls these little seed to appear. And this is the knowledge, which means that it is presented in front of us as a theory or as a conclusion. But always, and mathematicians know this, before we reach a conclusion, we have to make an inquiry, an exploration, and we have to test. We have to search. And in order to be able to search, we have to use our mental capacities. So, what we know about our own selves, about our future, about our lives, about life in general, is already there, but it needs to be explored. In a way, what I'm trying to say is that we all have the answers there. Our own answers are there. And all we need to do is to learn the ways so as to, by making the right questions, we can make the truth appear. The truth about our own selves, about our relationships with the others, about what we have to do right here and right now. What we have to do is now, it's not tomorrow. So, the trap of human thought, one of the main traps, is that it already knows everything. It thinks it knows because actually it likes eating the conclusions coming from the others. Okay? It thinks it knows, and based on the assumptions that the brain is making, either from the past, either from other people's opinions, and from our own experiences of the past or our own conceptions, draws conclusions about tomorrow. But most of the times, they do not have a basis, these conclusions, because this is not something that rises from within towards the outside. It's something that we copy, and our brains have this capacity of making copies. What we discovered with the AI technology, we didn't discover by chance. We already have the AI inside of us, which is a mechanical way of thinking and processing things and storing up information. But this, although it can be very practical for very practical things, it actually is locking up and imprisoning our own consciousness and our own mind. So, what I am doing with people is sharing ways, very simple ways, of a major insight that can happen right here, right now, so as to break free from the prison of our own minds. From the moment we do that, we find that start observing our own selves and our thinking process can be great fun, a great adventure, because it's a learning process that we do for our own selves, and we become the saviors and guides of our own selves. For more information, or if you want to share with me on this level, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number.